We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Chargers. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway in Southern California.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to find that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Green Bay.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out, but I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Herbert now. And that'll be knocked knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Justin Hopkins for the Charger field goal.
Hopkins' kick is good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them, only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers going to throw. A check down here to Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play. It forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this throw will be intercepted. Here's Callahan. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
Well, there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down.
Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Herbert off of play action.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths.
Touchdown, LA!
Austin Eckler, 39 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And again, it's Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. He's got room at the 30, and he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Rodgers.
And it's caught. And the Packers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Now Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Aaron Jones
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
The Packers will set up for the two-point conversion.
Rodgers will throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Packers 8. Mason Crosby to kick off.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground.
He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
They're going to try and run. And he got in on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and he'll come up empty on the try for 2. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got him not pinned down.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that. He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Forced out to his left.
And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. On 4th down, Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown!
Gerald Everett,
A 16-yard touchdown.
and the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Chargers 30, Packers 8.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. 5. Touchdown. Packers.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
16. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Open man is Palmer.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
They snap it to Herbert. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Busted upward.
69 yards.
And the Chargers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, here's Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gotta have this one. Able to find Lazard. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and it's a Packers touchdown. Alan Lazard, 75 yards. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
37, Packers 23. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down. Here's Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And the Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Running on first down, Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Herbert. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here we go on fourth. Herbert. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Just a yard to go here on second down.
To throw is Rodgers.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Rodgers now on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have two, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now contact up front as penalty markers come. NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Tampa.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Jones with a carry on first down, but I don't think he even made it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense all over that one.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Rodgers going to throw.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. In his own end zone, it's Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. On the screen, Bernard. Only 3 there on the screen and 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Quay Walker came through to make the sack. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
72.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Caught on the right side by Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Touchdown. Robert Tunyon, 32 yards. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing now is Brady. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Brady to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Lions suck up on for the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it. And I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Rodgers going to go on fourth down. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Sliding out of the pocket.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
23 yards on the play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Now Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Over the middle to Evans. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Rodgers now on first down. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Tunyon. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Crosby is good. And the lead now 11, 24-13. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. A short kick taken at the 18.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Second half straight ahead from Raymond James Stadium. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. So for the call, let's get back over to Tampa and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first two quarters, they had two costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Buying time to his left. The left side completion to Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Now it's Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
And Lazard's got it again.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tunyon
with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
He'll go right back to Tunyon.
Touchdown!
Robert Tunyon,
a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complementary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Buccaneers 13. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Here's Brady. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And into the end zone, it's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Trying to lay one up deep. And now here is another interception.
And the Packers are going to...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the Green Bay Packers. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Lambeau.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. This one complete to Tunyon underneath.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Rodgers now on first down. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. On play action, it's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense. And now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tunyon,
a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it again with Cook. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Allen. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 6-0 our score after 1. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Bills.
Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs.
And the Bills have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. From the 27, Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run again with Dillon. Powering forward and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They run once more with Dillon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And he'll get this down only to the 18. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Able to find Lazard. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
He's at the 50. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gaud.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Allen now on first down. He's got the hookup with Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he is going to lose yardage here.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
They'll try the left side with Dillon.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground, this time with Jones.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
After the sack on first down, Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. He finds his man complete. It's McKenzie. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And he is going to lose yardage here. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, they're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at them, and it's working for them.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Cook up the gut. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. He finds his man complete. It's McKenzie. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Back to throw. Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Rodgers to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Jair Elam makes a pick.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Throwing first play is Herbert.
And his first pass is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Herbert now. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
They'll go right back to Spiller here on first down.
And some room to work. Touchdown, L.A.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score, Chargers 7, Packers 7. Dustin Hopkins.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get to normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
They'll run here with Dillon.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Chargers' 4-yard line.
Again, it'll be Dillon.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
A.J. Dillon
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Packers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
7-7, our score after 1.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play calls, definitely, because as a play caller, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams.
Down inside the 10.
Touchdown, Chargers.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go. And to use those wheels of his, the absolute devastating effect.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety foul.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
It finds Randall Cobb on the completion. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. An inside give to Jones. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
That's complete to Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
On play action, Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. Past the 20, and they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run here with Spiller.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Isaiah Spiller.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Chargers 21, Packers 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw again on second down, Rodgers.
That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gott, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Now Rodgers on the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. This complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On first down, Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Rodgers again now. He'll get this to Lazard. Shifts by at the 15. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And the Packers are back within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Rodgers will throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
From the gun, a run by Spiller.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Straight ahead, it's Spiller.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 3rd down, it's Spiller.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Packers pick it up. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
So what a turnaround to begin this second half. A touchdown and then the fumble recovery in quick succession.
It certainly feels like whatever was said at the half, it certainly struck the right chord because they've come out with a lot more fire here in this 3rd quarter. Down 2 scores at the half, Now they're right back in this thing with a chance to capitalize right here.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Rodgers now to throw.
This is Lazard with a catch out left. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Able to find Lazard. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers.
Throw right side, going to be complete to DeGuara.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Dillon.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. He's got to hook up to Lazard.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
It'll be a pickup of 4. And that leads to a Green Bay 1st. Running right, Jones.
He'll get this to about the 38.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the 38, Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
The The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Now it's Rodgers.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Michael Davis. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Out of the gun again to Spiller.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down.
And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
They'll try and run for it with Spiller.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Miami Dolphins. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from Miami.
A short kick taken at the 18.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard
Hey. Throwing to start here is Tua.
Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete to open things up.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dean Lowry. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Here's a give to Jones running left. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again to Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Rodgers going to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Preston Smith there on the stop.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
To his throw here, taken in by Gesicki.
And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Here we go, here we go. You yellow. Field black. Cut, cut.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. He's got room at the 30.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown!
Robert Tunyon
from 13 yards out.
And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Packers 7, Dolphins 0. Mason Crosby kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
The Dolphins take over 1st down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat for the 1st down. you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And going deep for Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. 37 yards. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The give is to Jones.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Got a man, that's Lazard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. Stops short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. The kick by Crosby is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That was all Preston Smith navigating into the backfield. He gets the tackle for loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Tua going to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
26.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Rodgers.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. Being chased out left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Now that's a tough throw because he's moving to his left. He's got to get his shoulders pointing back right to throw it all the way across field to try and connect. Unable to do so.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Eluding the pressure right. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both teams likely making their final adjustments before the second half. So, time for us to go back downstate to Miami and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Here's Jones again on second down.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On play action, Rodgers.
Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down. On play action, it's Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones
to the 27-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tunyon
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Red, cycle. Needle blue. Ready?
From midfield, here's Tua. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Blue striker.
Tua on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing is Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. And off the crossbar and it kicks back out. Needed make. Two, but it's no good as it's. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still just down 1 score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays because it, of course, could have pushed this to a 2-possession deficit for them.
And going deep for Hill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And that's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
47 yards.
And the Packers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Rodgers will throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This offense returning out there, and really you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Caught by Wilson.
On the move past the 40.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play action now. Bridgewater. Steps away to his left.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
goes left side. 20. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Sliding out of the pocket. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is going to lose yardage here. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Rodgers looking to throw. Touchdown, Packers.
Robert Tonyan.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Dolphins 10. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One last shot now for Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.